people go into filmmaking thinking that it's like 70% creativity, 30% business, when it's totally the reverse. You know, you have to go into the mindset understanding that this is a business. You know what I'm saying? And you're using your creativity to make money. So at the same time, you have to understand how somebody who's invested into your vision, how they're thinking as well too. So you have to be more in the business seat versus the creativity seat. And that's very important as well too. When I first started this, I thought that the creativity counted more, and that's where you tend to mess up because you don't plan as much as you should if you had your business hat on. So I can't stress enough how important it is to make sure that you understand that business, the business side of filmmaking, because that will save you a lot of time and headache.
So now, what would you say are like some quick, fast tips, gems that you could just drop for people that want to be producers, that are producers? Like, what words of advice would that be?
Okay, so I have a couple off the top. Definitely changing your mindset and being like a system thinker. So what that means is like creating checklists, making sure the workflows that I was speaking about, making sure you have your templates, being organized. That's very important. So definitely be a system thinker. Two, communication is key. Like communication, but like not just like, all right, Dustin, so I need you to do. No, like I need to understand who's in front of me. You know what I'm saying? That's any leader. You need to understand who your team is. And if you don't know how to get the best out of your team, you're not an effective leader. You know what I'm saying? And
So the intention.
intention, exactly.
Okay.
And that communication is super key. So definitely establish that communication plan, understanding who your audience is, making sure that you can get the best out of them, and making sure they believe in your vision. Don't
Gotcha.
make your vision their vision. They came on to follow your vision. So make sure you can execute that properly. Third is empower. Don't micromanage. So I'm not about to say, for example, you like you're on set because I believe in your acting abilities.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why I need to be over your head when you're acting. You know what I'm saying? I need to believe in the fact that I already believe that you can carry this role. So I need to empower you to do such. There's no point of me, if I have to micromanage, that's making my life harder, and we might as well not work together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. Like I was saying before, plan for what can go wrong. Have contingency plans. Make sure that if you're asking for a budget of $300,000, that you ask for 10% more, because that's going to be your contingency money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
So yeah. So make sure if an investor is asking you for how much you looking to, and if you already by this time before you even go to an investor, you should already have a budget, because your EP, line producer, whatever, will go through the script and already line everything out, so we should know the pricing. So if you know that you need 300,000, I'll tell the investor I need 350. You know what I'm saying? Just for contingency.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. And stay calm under pressure, man. Like, you're gonna be the leader of your set. It depends on how small your set is. It could be 5 people, it could be over 100 people. But regardless, when things go wrong, whether it's the 2 people or the 100 people, all of those sets of eyes are gonna be on you. So naturally, you're gonna get a little nervous, but you gotta understand that you got this. The reason why you got this, why, is because you planned. So if you plan right, of course things are gonna happen, but at least you will have contingency plans so you can keep moving forward. Stay budget conscious. So understand what the budget is, understand what you have to execute, and make sure you stay within those parameters. You know what I'm saying? Because now if you don't, now you got to go into your contingency money. So what I mean by that, give you a quick example. If we know that we're supposed to shoot somewhere at a bar for 2 hours and we ended up having to shoot for 4 hours because, whether the actor came late or whether the equipment died and we need to go get some new equipment, you got to understand that now there might be some money that might be coming from your contingency. So you have to make sure for your contingency budget. So you got to make sure you're having mental notes of all these things. Of course, you're gonna have an assistant, but you yourself as well too got to understand that where we're at right now with the budget, and then build a handoff in mind. So you could document everything clearly, so others can step in and take over if you're not able to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're human. Things happen. You may get sick. Something may happen in your life where you possibly can't be on set. you want to make sure that this still could run like a well-oiled machine, even if you're not there. Because if you skip a day and you tell everybody we can't shoot today, you know what happens? Everybody that gets paid that day still want to get paid. I mean, they signed up for this. This is what was supposed to happen, and it didn't happen because of whatever you had going on. So you want to make sure that who's ever under you, your assistant, you know what I'm saying, whoever's that right hand person to you, you want to make sure that everything is documented, everything is clear, your vision is stated. So if something does happen, at least they can take over.
Okay, got you.